everyone. I welcome all of you to VAIR, which is for winning dreams. In today's this video, I am going to share a few tips with you, which is going to help you with profile building for your TISS, Tata Institute of Social Sciences selection process. So it is very important to understand the value of a good profile. Now, when it comes to the Indian landscape, it does not matter as much, but when you would be studying abroad, profile plays a really important role in that. Similarly, it does not show, it is not put forward as a shortlisting round. However, a good profile is really very important for you to draw attention towards your profile. Now, why do you need this attention? The selection process is the last step that you need to cross in order to get into your dream institute. And the profile that you share with these examiners, these panelists, is what is going to take you there. When I read that profile as an examiner, as a panelist, I should feel drawn towards speaking to you. So it basically sets the tone for the extempore, for the interview, for the entire selection process, which is why it has to be very carefully drafted and taken care of. Now, your diverse background and achievement plays a very important role over here. Because if, for example, there are a lot of students who are very afraid of career switches, if that is the case, diverse background, sometimes students or aspirants are actually a little skeptical whether I should mention it or not. You should certainly mention things that are relevant to your profile and, of course, your achievements. So, none of your, participation is complete unless you mention your achievements. So during this time, now that you're preparing for the selection process of the TIS or when you're building your profile and you're divulging yourself into various activities, try to mention your achievements. So what exactly should I put in my profile? You should try and maintain a good academic record. Now, what do I mean by a good academic record? Class 10, 12 और graduation के जो marks है, try करके उसको above 60% रखना. And I do not mean by best of 4, best of 5, or few subjects. Overall, you should try and score above 60%. बट मेरा नहीं है तो मैं क्या करूं? नहीं है तो उसको किसी और तरह से कॉम्पेंसेट करेंगे जिसके बारे में हम कुछ देर में बात करेंगे. बट if you are in that process, then at least score well in relevant subjects if you've already not done studying. So, for example, if you're appearing for, say, healthcare management courses, or if you're looking to appear for HR related courses, then try and score good marks in the relevant subject. Show consistency and improvement in grades. So अगर already 60% नहीं है, at least ये show करने की try करो कि 20 था, suppose I'm just giving an example, 20 था, उससे I have grown to 60. So I can make that improvement. If you are still in that journey where you are still learning and there is scope for improvement in your academics, please try putting in efforts and do so now. Moving on, your extracurricular activities are very important. So, do highlight your involvement in various clubs, sports, community service. It does not matter. अब कोई बोलेगा नेचर क्लब का क्या ही रोल है, इंटरैक्ट क्लब का क्या ही रोल है. नहीं, so अगर नेचर क्लब है, you are more aware and you are worried about the environment, which is a very important thing in today's time. And अगर हम community service की बात करें, connect या interact जैसे clubs की बात करें, तो वो community service है. So you are aware about social service and you always give importance to social service. And if it is not during in your school or in your institute that you've been a part of, but somewhere outside, that does not matter. You can easily mention it in your profile. And definitely mention leadership roles and notable achievements in these activities. So when you were a part of these clubs or you were organizing these sports activities, mention the leadership role that you took over, how you managed a group. Try to bring in the numbers, like managed a group of 50 people or 25 people. Took We participated in this community service and came up with the highest collection for providing relief to so and so community in the event of so and so calamity. So that will really give a boost to your profile. Apart from the extracurricular activities, it goes absolutely unsaid that you need to discuss relevant industry exposure and practical knowledge. So, if you have been exposed to the industry, even if it's a very short duration, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks in the industry, please mention it and be very clear about what role did you exactly play during your time there, and you have to highlight any significant internships or job roles held. So maybe just taking over the projects, make sure you're writing the names of the projects, because for example, if you're working in urban company itself has a lot of different profiles, but what profile did you work in? Like, did you work in the talent acquisition part, which is again relevant to the course if I'm applying for the HR course. So try to bring out the best from the courses that you have, from the internship that you have learned from your work experience, and try to produce it on your profile in the best possible way so that it looks very attractive. Now, I'm a fresher and I do not have any work experience and I've never done an internship. Then what can I mention? Don't worry, we've got you covered. So, research and project works you can definitely mention. Even during your internship, if you have taken on 2 or 3 projects, even during your college, अगर आपने क्रेडिट के बाहर जाके कोई काम किया है, कोई प्रोजेक्ट लिया है, कोई सब्जेक्ट लिया है, then do mention it. Now, while you mention it, write about it in such a way that it brings out your critical thinking abilities. सिर्फ तारीफ 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 नहीं, बट आपने क्या फ्लॉज देखे, उसको कैसे एनालाइज किया, देन यू मूव ऑन टू द प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग. उसमें आपने क्या solutions प्रोवाइड किए, सो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, एंड देन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस डू यू हैव. So before you ventured into this, before you went forward and you told them, you worked on this project, what is the kind of research that you did? So, especially for psychology students, it's very important that you mention your research related experiences, even for those who are going for healthcare related courses. In your case, research based on the different field, but from the management point of view, would really help you. Social impact and volunteer work is very important. So I do know a lot of aspirants from the healthcare field who have really worked very hard during the COVID-19 pandemic. So please mention any initiative that you have taken to contribute to society. So be it pet shelters, be it cow shelters that you've worked at, dog shelters you've worked at. It is very important that you mention it. It's still social work. एनी ट्री प्लांटिंग एक्टिविटी. सो सोशल वर्क को हमेशा ऐसे मत सोचो कि एनजीओ से ही रिलेटेड होना चाहिए. और emphasize the development of empathy and the sense of social responsibility. So it could be something very small, like just talking to a group of 6 to 8 females, and making them aware about female rights, women empowerment. That also is social impact and volunteering work. Now, if you do not have like proper evidence for it, even a few pictures with those females would work, क्योंकि हर जगह आपका social impact certificate के form में नहीं आता है. So maybe you could use that as an evidence. It is highly recommended and it is highly acceptable that you have a certificate from whatever NGO you have worked for, or any voluntary work that you've done. On the letterhead of the company, that is of the organization, is most recommended and preferred. However, if you genuinely worked and you have pictures but not a letterhead or something, it might work for you. So yes, that is about it from my side, and I hope these things help you. I hope these things help you in your journey of learning. Thank you. I hope these things help you in your journey of learning, and providing evidence could also be in the form of certifications for these courses. So I would certainly recommend that you, whenever you get a chance, do any sort of certifications that is possible for you, be it online certifications on LinkedIn Learning, various platforms like Udemy, Coursera, that will really help you build your profile and make it stronger. Thank you, all of you. All the best.